This amendment incorporates the provisions of Assembly Bill 5370, adds to the bill in chief by establishing a spending cap and increasing the maximum capacity of the rainy day fund. The percentage that would cap state operating fund spending is calculated by adding the inflation rates from the 3 previous years and then dividing the sum by 3. The rainy day fund maximum capacity would increase from 3% of general fund spending to 10% of general fund spending. Across New York, families have tightened their belts for the past couple of years. And it's easy to say that we understand the plight of those working families, but yet we continue in Albany to act in a way that disregards the simple truth that our recession has not gone away. And families all across this state have limited their spending, and in a way they've enacted their own spending cap. But their efforts are hampered by what we do here in Albany when we continue to spend. And I will say that for the past 2 years, this legislature has done a good job of limiting spending. But that may not always be the case, and that's why this bill is necessary. If we had had this bill in place from 2000 to 2010, we would have saved over $30 billion in state spending, money that came out of the hardworking families here in New York. Our answer in this legislature seems to be limiting what everyone else can spend, and at times making matters worse by passing on our costs to them through unfunded mandates. And we all know our school districts and our local governments are struggling with this new tax cap. And while it was a historic action by this legislature and one that most of us supported, it also comes with some problems because we failed to follow through on mandate relief. And we're right to recognize that we could not spend our way out of this recession, and that giving relief to taxpayers was absolutely critical, and it's necessary. But if we're going to legislate that school districts and municipalities live within a cap, then why can't we do the same? In fact, we must do the same. We have to do exactly what the families of New York are doing. This amendment does exactly that. It limits state spending. It's time that we impose some greater fiscal discipline on state government by enacting this strict limit to the cap. And few of us anticipated the length or the severity of this recession. Another part of this bill is by expanding the rainy day fund up to about $1 billion. It's a significant increase and allows us to kind of weather the storms that will be ahead of us, as we know they will come sometime out in the future. So it's a solid bill, and I urge its passage. Thank you very much.